Alright guys, and I'm back. That took much longer than it should have. Okay. I'm gonna give you a tip on how to capture the Guardian, because as you can see I have him and he's a huge fucking fish. He only appears on rainy days or nights, so that's first and foremost. Also, make sure, and this is key to capturing him, have a controller that vibrates. If you play this on the PS2, you may not have a vibration controller, because you may be using the PS1 controller, or a controller that was before DualShock became the standard norm for controllers. The PS3 comes with that innately built into it, as does the PS4 controller, but the PS4 controller doesn't cross-platform vibrate, I guess? Basically, your controller won't vibrate if you're playing a PS4 controller on a PS3. Kind of annoying. So switch over to your PS3 controller. Now, when you get to a Guardian appearance, your controller will vibrate kind of hard. And it'll just keep doing that up every 4 seconds, go, you know. Just as the bobber sinks, your controller vibrates very hard. Giggity. At that second, mash that circle button. It will take some timing to get just right, but if you get used to it very quickly, like I did, you'll be able to capture the Guardian pretty easily. It's annoying as hell to do, because if you're off by even a fraction of a second, he'll swim away. So you have to be damn near dead on to capture this bastard. But once you get him, you're set. So, we got the Guardian. Fuck you, game. We're out of here. Ironically, that was the second fish I caught. It took me a long fucking time to get the bastard. He just would not appear, or he just would swim away. Alright, midterms are starting Friday, on Friday next week. Are you guys studying hard, or hardly studying? Bad joke, bad joke. Oh, that's my tea. Let's see here. Must mean it's really autumn now. Yes, the season of classic love. Imagine a couple walking down a road lined with trees. Their hands join, their lips come closer. Better stop. Yeah, because you're already in trouble, Yamada-sensei, for hitting on Yukiko on your first day back. Speaking of trees, Ginkyo. Trees are stinky. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Do you guys know how horrible it is to clean up around them? Oh yeah, anyone have any idea why the Ginkgo tree's leaves turn green, from green to yellow? I feel bad picking on Yukiko-san. So, Yosuke, motherfucker, she's a student. Why doesn't he feel bad about picking on me? Any ideas, you? Let's see here, the green pigment ages, the green pigment evolves, the green pigment activates. Ages. Well, good job. I had faith in you. Had faith that you'd get it right, Yosuke. Green coloration is caused by chlorophyll, and as it ages, the leaf's true color emerges, yellow. People think that leaves turn from green to yellow, but what you're actually seeing are their original colors. The color change in maple leaves is a very different process, but that's more of Mr. Kashiwagi's field. So the original color makes autumn more beautiful. That's pretty crazy. Oh, thanks, you. Don't need any of that shite. Anywho, today's the 5th. We are actually going to show the old man the Guardian. So into town we go. Ow, my arm. You guys may not be able. You guys won't be able to see it because, well, hopefully you guys aren't staring at me through my window. That'd be kind of creepy. I see you. Anywho, sometimes I actually do gestures. It's kind of weird. Even though I know you can't see me. Alright, here's the fish. Cough, cough. Wheeze, wheeze. Whew, let's get the live stabbing. Yay! Into town we go! We're going to be turning this into the Kitsune. However, we won't be mastering the Hermit today, because this is the 9.5 marker for it. And I didn't mean to go Yasugami. Fuck. Yeah, everything's good. Around. There we go. Central Shopping District. Let us save, because I do not want to do that again. Because that was annoying. I apologize for the slight accent. I was talking to a friend a while ago who has this very interesting habit of talking with British accents every so often. And if you know me, you know that every so often, if I hear an accent too much, I start talking in it. It's an interesting little trick that I do. Yeah. I have a few friends that yell at me whenever I go to Scottish. Apparently that's an obscene language to be speaking in. Because it's too sexy, apparently. Kidding. Oh. I was actually talking to someone. Shite. Alrighty then, we're turning in this quest. How much money do I have? 74,197. Call the Hawks! Hey, there we are. Run. So you know, level up. That's the 9.5 Hermit. So next time we go there, we'll get to level 10.
And now, the weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, today was the last day to save Naoto. Shirogane-san. Pardon me. If you failed to save her by today, Kanji will call us in the morning about how we fucked up. But we saved her, so it's okay. Yay! Another one of my actions you can't see. Meanwhile, in the foggy shopping district. Damn it, again? I love this. There's something you can't see unless you pay very close attention. If you actually look at the shadow, the silhouette, you can see who it is. Just by walking pattern.
Are you feeling better now?
Yes, thanks to all of you. I'd like to thank you once again for what happened.
Don't mention it. But, hey, your uniform.
Huh? Ah, yes. After contemplating the matter, I went with what I've been wearing thus far. There's no need for you to...
Hey, it's the Detective Prince.
That's no prince. I heard he's a she.
Huh? You serious? If he's a she, then... oh, crap!
Kinda disappointed. But then again, there's something neat about it. Yeah, if you look at it a certain way, doesn't she seem pretty cool?
My, rumors spread so quickly. Thank you. But it doesn't bother me at all. There's no need to worry on my behalf. So please, treat me as you did before. That aside, I'd like to discuss the case with you all. We're dealing with a kidnap and murder case perpetrated by someone lurking in this very town. And it isn't over yet. Let's go over the finer points after school. First, I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the front door, I saw no one there. Just as alarm bells sounded in my mind, someone grabbed me roughly from behind and covered my mouth with something. Immediately afterward, I was put into something like a sack and most likely carried on the culprit's shoulder.
Wow, how could you remember all that?
The culprit seems to have used a chemical to incapacitate me, but luckily I wasn't completely unconscious. I had been expecting a trick along those lines, so I was somewhat prepared. And of course, I was desperate to gather as much information as I could.
No wonder you're an ace detective.
That ain't something to be proud of. You are too damn calm about all this.
Judging by their actions and body type, I'd say the culprit is definitely a man. I heard no conversations or voices, so I believe he is acting alone. It's after that that things get murky. I felt a single impact, which I assume is when I was thrown inside the TV. But the time from kidnapping to that point seemed too short. It was a matter of minutes.
So you were immediately thrown inside the TV after being kidnapped? Oh, could there have been a TV on the side of the road?
Regrettably, my memory from there on is a blur.
I see. But man, the killer came right up to the door and rang the bell? That's just crazy.
I finally understand why you all testified that you couldn't recall much of what happened. Such a bizarre experience, with mental and physical fatigue on top of it. It's only natural to be confused. And going by the surrounding circumstances, my kidnapping and everyone else's were near identical. There is no question that the culprit is the same in each case.
So that Mitsuo boy who said he killed King Moron?
Everything makes sense now. I can't say for sure until I gather more concrete evidence. But Mitsuo Kubo's only victim was Mr. Muraoka. It was a copycat killing that mimicked the true culprit's method.
No wonder King Moron's death broke the pattern in so many ways.
The question remains, though, as to how Kubo learned of that world.
That's it! That's what was bothering me. Mitsuo could enter the TV, right? Then why didn't he kill King Moron that way?
I believe he didn't understand the other world as well as the true culprit. Even though I can now enter it myself, it wouldn't occur to me to use it for murder. And remember, the previous corpses left no sign that their deaths had anything to do with the other world. After Kubo became wanted, leaving him with nowhere to run, he probably thought for the first time, what if I put my entire body into the TV? The bizarre condition of the corpses that caused such commotion is probably because they died on the other side. It's a simpler explanation than figuring out why the killer would risk disposing of the bodies in such a way. Which means their inexplicable condition of being hung on a foggy day wasn't due to the culprit making a statement. Much of our speculation could be tested if we could ask Kubo in person. However, I've unfortunately been taken off the investigation, and I highly doubt that the police will believe any of this.
They wouldn't admit that it wasn't Mitsuo in the first place. Once you've said something on TV, it's not easy to admit you were wrong.
I believe the primary cause of my dismissal was because I raised that possibility to them. The police won't readily concede that they made false charges. All the more so if the accused is a juvenile. In fact, the overwhelming sentiment with the police force is to end this case with his arrest.
Even if it's possible there's another killer?
Those dickheads. I had a feeling that would be the case. Not that I trusted him in the first place.
But, Naoto, if you were that calm when it happened to you, couldn't you have, you know... I'm not saying you should have caught him, but isn't it kind of sad for an ace detective to go down that easily?
To tell you the truth, I was really scared. I'm sorry.
It can't be helped. None of us could resist the culprit either. Don't forget, Naoto-kun is younger than us, and she's a girl.
Oh yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting when I see her talking like this. You know, Naoto?
What is it?
You got balls. For a girl.
Regardless, I have no doubt that the culprit will continue with his attacks. We can only watch and wait for him to make the next move. But this is no longer a mere job or someone else's affair. I want to know the truth of why we were targeted. Please allow me to join your effort. Thank you very much. I'll do my best, leader.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. The very first time I played this game, the exact second Shirogane-san said a word, I knew instantly she was a girl. I have this weird ability to be able to tell whenever that happens. Even though, in anime even, I've been able to do that. It's not simply just because, they sound like a girl, they're just, making their voice deeper. Remember that a lot of Japanese male characters are voiced by women. Edward Elric, Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, a few other characters are all voiced by female voice actresses. But they are obviously male. So, I wonder how many of you knew right off the bat that Shirogane-san was a female right when you first started playing? Or did you go with the trope that she looks like a he, so it's probably just they probably just got a voice to play this female to play this voice of a younger boy, which happens a lot. I mean, even Alphonse Elric in the English dub is voiced by a female. So yeah, well, Brotherhood's Alphonse is. Anyway, let's continue.
Since I'm the king of the geniuses, I knew it would work out this way. Ta-da! Now Chan's glasses.
Thank you. They told me about you, Teddy. I can sympathize with your drive to find yourself. If I may help in any way, let me know.
Wow, what a nice girl.
I have to admit, Shirogane sounds one of my favorite characters. She'll be joining us in the TV world from now on instead of Yosuke.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you, Nanako-chan. Okay, today is the 6th. Oh, delivery. Sweet. More fish. We will be going to the janitor work. You probably won't be leveling up this one. Nope, we're not. We're like one step behind them on the double work because of the points. We're also going to be, I think, one step behind on tower as well because of the us fishing at night. Yeah. Today's the 7th.
Excuse me. Do you have time after school today? Did something happen? No. Rather, I'd like to have a doctor examine Teddy.
A doctor?
You mean a vet?
The normal kind, actually. If you're free, I've scheduled a checkup for him after school today. A thorough physical examination might be a good first step in figuring out what Teddy is. And I thought it might be a good idea for the rest of us to get checkups as well. We should see if the fog over there or the power we've gained have had any negative effects on our health. Since you all have been active on the other side far longer than I have, you should definitely be examined.
Negative effects? Don't drop scary stuff on us like it's nothing. But yeah, I never even thought about that.
I've arranged to have Kanji-kun and Rise-san looked at as well.
Wow, you're on the ball about all this. Are you sure you're not an adult?
Her height's a big giveaway, though.
Well, I'll see you all after school.
That was just an ordinary checkup.
I was kind of looking forward to getting into some gigantic machine and being spun around.
Was there really a point to this? The doctors look confused too.
Oh, they're back.
I'm very sorry for the wait.
Hold on a second, That map on the left. That looks familiar. It may just be my imagination, because they probably have something similar to this in the Japanese hospitals. But it looks a lot like the hospital from Silent Hill, at least the map for it. At least part of it. I don't know. Probably seeing things. Sorry, going on.
I'm very sorry for the wait.
So did they find out anything about Teddy?
They did indeed. They found out that they can't tell anything about him. I even had them take an X-ray, but nothing came up on it. No matter how many times they tried, it would always be too blurry to read. A visual examination and standard palpations indicated that he seems perfectly normal. Since the machine could be malfunctioning, they told me to try another hospital if we're still worried about him. I felt bad for making them go through all this.
So he is different.
Oh my, what should I do? They took a look at everything inside me.
She just said they couldn't see anything on the X-ray, you dork.
But at least they didn't find anything wrong with him, right? Man, we know as much about Teddy as we do those personas and shadows.
Oh yeah, I tried looking them up at the library and on the net. Persona means something like another personality. And I think they listed shadow under the related terms.
Shadows are shadows. I think there's something that comes out of people. I can't really explain.
I performed my own research after the incident. Persona and shadow are common psychological terms. Of course, the ones we are familiar with don't quite fit those definitions. This is what was written in an unofficial project document that I happened to come across. A shadow is suppressed power, and when controlled by one's ego, it becomes a persona.
It becomes a persona? What does that mean? They're basically the same thing? Well, then again, all those shadows we beat the shit out of did turn into personas. Who cares about the details? It doesn't matter what they are. If they get in our way, I'll crush them.
Still, I couldn't find any information on how they're related to the other world.
There's so much stuff about us that we don't have a clue about.
There's some things we do know, though. I got a bunch of awesome data with me. It's kinda embarrassing that I'm the only one who had personal details shown to the world, so... Ta-da! Nowadays, information wants to be free. Therefore, I'll break the ice by announcing the results of everyone's physical exams.